Hello, Chris Victor here again. Good to have you here. One thing I want to look at, which is the mobile app, and a little bit of a comparison between what the mobile app looks like and what your website looks like when a student is using the Moodle mobile app. Now, if you didn't know it existed, it does. There is an official Moodle mobile app, and I'm going to show you how to install that and how to log in with that, and then give you a bit of a quick run through of what it looks like running between the two. So, first of all, I'm just on an iPhone here, so I'm just going to go into the App Store and go and search Moodle. And you'll see here we've got the official Moodle app, so we'll just download that. While that's downloading, oops, it's already done. We choose Open, and I'll just say Don't Allow for messages there. Now, there's two ways of doing this. You can type in the URL up the top, this one up here. You can type that in up the top, or you can use the scan QR code, and it's telling you where to go to get that. So to get that, we just go to our profile here, scroll down, and you'll see it's got the mobile app there. So I'll just go Next, Allow, we'll scan that. And there we go, that's ready. Now, I just need to log in to my account. So I'm just going to put in student and put in my password. And choose Login. And to make this a bit more of a fair comparison, I'm just going to go over here to More Tools, Developer Tools, and change this to the mobile version. So you can see what the website looks like if they are just going to the website inside a browser, as opposed to using the mobile app, which are quite different. And they do display things quite differently. So first of all, the main homepage, it does look a little bit different. We've got Site Home up the top. Here, you need to use the menus to access Home and Dashboard. Still got our student profile at the top, which we can click on, and that will give us all of our student information here, which looks quite nice. It's laid out very well. You can also switch accounts as well, which is good, and log out from there, same as you can log out from here as well. So that part's the same. While we're on the home page, if we just scroll down, you'll see it all looks pretty much the same. Down the bottom, you don't have that contact support thing anymore. That bit, the footer doesn't appear. But if we go to Dashboard, compare the dashboard, you can see the dashboard's pretty normal. It's being helpful in explaining things as well, showing us that we've got that right-hand menu as well, which we have over here. We've got that right-hand menu, so that all looks the same. It's pretty much the same. Recently accessed courses, you can see we've got that there. We can scroll between them, which is cool. Again, this is using the actual website, the Moodle website, and the phone using the actual mobile app. All right, to go into courses, there is actually a button right down the bottom that shows you your courses and your course progress as well. And that's equivalent to going to My Courses here, which gives you that type of layout. So if we jump into Maths at Home for Kids, and it's telling us a bit more about how to get around, which is good. And there we go. So we can get around by clicking on that icon down the bottom right, and that will give us access to each of the pages and any of the other topics. So this is just a test course that I put together with just a few little bits and pieces in there. So if we go into the first page, it's got here, there's the banner there. Now notice this one doesn't sort of sit across as well. So there's a bit of CSS that isn't working correctly, because that would be really nice if that actually went all the way across. Whereas at the moment, it doesn't lay that out very nicely, and the show attribution that should be there isn't appearing as well. So it's losing a bit of its interactivity. Now notice the other thing, the accordion. Now what it's done is it's opened the accordions all for us so we can see them, which is great, but we can't open and close them like we can on the web version. So that interactive part's disappeared. But our YouTube video is fine. That plays. The attribution part again is having a bit of a problem. You can see there that the 5 reasons early math matters image is all fine. That fits in well. And the reflection questions have dropped down below, and it still has the last modified date on there. So all of that is quite okay. We do have our left-hand menu navigation there, which in this case, we would go to go back again to be able to view the next page, or forwards, whichever we need to do. Notice something else, and the very bottom is a next activity and previous activity, which is really cool. That we don't have that on the content here. If I scroll to the bottom, we don't have the next and previous, which we really should have. It's a bit disappointing that's not in there by default. Hopefully that gets updated in the next version. of Moodle. If we jump back to our main page, we also have back here we go, we've got grades, which we can click on grades, and there isn't any grades in here at the moment, but you can see the grade layout is pretty simple and straightforward. If there was grades in there, that's where they would appear. At least you don't have the scroll part there. And then competencies, which we don't have any competencies set on this course, so that bit really doesn't matter at all. And then the navigation back, we go back to our main page. You can actually view this like that, which is really nice. If I go to my courses and my courses here, we can change the card view to the list view as well, just like we did there. And that switches between views. They also have a summary view, which is cool. I don't think we have the summary view on here. No, we don't. But we do get the other two views. So that's the very basic run through of very quickly comparing the mobile app. And probably the biggest thing to consider is that the layout of some content in your pages may be quite different. So always test them. And probably a big one to test is any SCORM packages. If you're using SCORM packages or you're using any extra plugins that are quite unique and not part of the standard Moodle platform, then definitely recommend grabbing your phone out and doing a test on the mobile app, checking through it, all of your course content, and making sure that it's going to be presentable and is going to work for the students, because it is critical, obviously, that if you're going to allow students to use it or suggest that they use the mobile app, that it obviously functions and works properly for them. So jump in and have a look at it. It's worth checking out. It certainly has progressed a lot over the years, so have a look at it. The official Moodle mobile app. I'm Chris Richter. I'll talk to you again soon.